Hydra, Hydra, Hydra Health Talks. Welcome, welcome to Hydra Health Talks. Yeah!
Hi everyone, welcome to Hydra Health Talks, episode 3! Okay, we're a little late. We had a little bit of technical difficulties and time difficulties on Saturday, so we apologize for that, but we are here. It is Monday evening. So, today we are going to talk about filters. You may not think it has anything to do with maybe fitness, but it does have to do with our well-being, our self-confidence. And so I'm going to start it off with showing or telling you about some articles that I found online. And I think that this will help the ladies here to really put it through their mind what is happening with filters. Okay? So there's an article from Evergreen Counseling. And I'll put all of this in the description so you can, if you need to want to look it up, whatever you can. So this article is by Christy Gargano, and she writes in there, well, the title of it is Social Media Filters, How They Work Against Body Positivity and Self-Esteem. Okay, and then there's one little section that she said, as innocent and fun as these filters may seem, they are sending a message that we are more attractive when the amazingly unique features given to us at birth are modified. Okay? Let that stew a little bit. So another article from The Startup by Samantha Kemp-Jackson. Title of that one is How Social Media Filters Are Causing Anxiety. Now, in there she has reasons why we may filter. Okay, number 1, the need for attention. Number 2, vanity. Number 3, fear. So in conclusion to this filter topic, it's dangerous because it continues the pressure for people to up their game by showing how perfect they are and how perfect their life is. So did that kind of give you a little bit more perspective about filters and the importance of why we do it? You know, and really think, do y'all use filters for one thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't have any pictures of me anymore. I use them all for the little one. And I'll use filters on her, like the little teddy bears and stuff like that. But other than that,
She lives the natural lifestyle.
I don't know. I guess after I had Riley, I just didn't really care anymore.
I can understand that.
But I think if I, like, after going through for today's episode, taking some pictures, I'm like, ooh, maybe I should dress up a little bit more.
Well, are you saying that because you want to do that for you?
Yeah, because it's nice to feel good. So, like, the other day, not the other day, when did we go? For my birthday. We went to go have dinner. No, it was Robert's birthday because we went to Texas Roadhouse. Okay. And I put on a dress and I don't really have any makeup anymore. It's probably really old. So all I did was put on some mascara and some blush. And I had my hair down. And I wore a dress. He was like, what are you getting all dressed up for? He's like, now you make me feel bad. Like, so he went back in and he changed. I said, because I want to, like, it hasn't been just us to go to dinner in a long time. So, like, I want to feel good. And I want to be like, dang, he's lucky.
Which he is.
True. You know, because I think that makes you feel good, especially whenever your husband or your spouse is just like,
Acknowledges. Or
yeah,
just,
like,
even just points out one little thing.
Like, and says, you know, well, you looked fine before, like, you're okay, but then just knowing that you look a little bit better than you normally do, and I don't know, just kind of spark something.
But so it's interesting though that they don't tell you, and nothing against you gentlemen or significant others, but sometimes we don't acknowledge our other half on a daily basis. Just simply waking up in the morning and just, you look beautiful today. We sometimes just forget to do that. We may think it internally, oh, I'm so lucky to be with this person, but we don't actually say it until they dress up to go someplace, and then, you know, you recognize it. So that may also be a reason why some of us do these filters to be recognized by others.
It's
and is
true.
that dangerous?
Yeah, I know, like, sometimes, I mean, I've noticed this. I don't know if people notice this, but whenever I use filters, it's like I get, like, a like or views more on either Instagram or Facebook than when I put just a normal, no-filter picture. And I'm like, that's weird. It's still me, but for some reason, the filter gets more attention. And, yeah, I mean, I'm one of those who does filters. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, but
That's interesting because, especially Facebook, that's mostly your family and friends.
Mhm.
It's not like it's an outside group, right? I mean, in most of these social media, it's people you know,
yeah,
right? Even in Instagram, right? I mean, there are people that can follow you that aren't within your family or
Yeah.
group or someone you personally know. But that's interesting that your own family or friends would like the pictures that are filtered or give it a thumbs up or a love versus your natural
yeah.
state.
That, and also sometimes I use the filters because I didn't want to put makeup that day, and for some reason, you know, it just highlights your face. Like, those filters are pretty good sometimes. Like, it's surprising. But I also like the fun filters, like the little doggy or the, like you said, the little bear. I don't even know what.
I like the really big
crazy
glasses ones
Yeah.
with the little freckles because I don't have freckles.
Yeah. But I tend to want to use a filter because I don't like to see my eye bags under my eyes. But I want to show off my freckles because I just got freckles. But it's you can't have both, you know, because whenever you put a filter on, it just clears your whole face.
Unless you use the one with the freckles on it.
Unless you use the one with,
That has extra freckles.
but I have natural freckles. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I think you would think that I would love filters. And the only filter I really like is light filters. That's really the only thing that I use to either brighten the picture or dim it. And it may be just because I have a little bit more understanding of film,
Photography.
stills, and so I have a little bit more understanding of that. But as far as, I know at one time there was that one, or maybe you could still do it, where you could change your eye shape, nose, contour of your face.
There's Photoshop.
Yeah, and it's like you completely change who you are.
Yeah.
Now I did do that once because I wanted to see what it looked like to have a little bit bigger eyes, or my higher cheekbones or something like that. But I was scared. I'm scared to use filters, and I'll tell you why. I have a fear of meeting someone that's never met me in person for the first time, and they go, "Ooh, wow, you look better in pictures than you do in person." I really do have a fear of that.
I can see that happening. Like,
Yeah.
oh, but you know how like most people are like, oh my gosh, you look so much better in person, or you're much taller in person, or you're a lot shorter than person.
Mhm.
You're like, oh, your pictures are nice. You look cute today.
Yeah, that's just my fear.
Did you not put makeup on today? I can't just walk around.
Well, and
I'm a little hot now.
And
I'm
I think that also the pressure, like you were saying,
hot flash.
you were saying in our last talk, the people like, oh my gosh, artists, models, all that, they actually, what is it called? Not Photoshop,
Airbrush.
but yeah,
Airbrush.
airbrush a lot of stuff. So to make it look prettier, and that's the same thing that I usually try to do whenever I use a little filter, is you're just airbrushing some of these lines that are starting to slowly come, but it's okay. At the same time, I don't know, it's
So, Brooke, you've been quiet.
I'm the filter queen. Gotta understand, I had to take a real picture without any filter because I don't have any.
But there's a background story to why.
Yeah, so I mean, typical whatever, I'm not the only one, right? So I had a pretty bad, I guess, it's still here, but it's kind of, come and gone, anyways. Acne stage, or, kind of a thing, and it was pretty bad in high school. And all I wanted to do was cover it up, so I wore makeup every day. I never skipped a day of makeup. Never, never, never. I wouldn't even go outside of my house without makeup. Even if I was going to the grocery store to get gas, whatever, I always wore makeup. It doesn't matter. And I guess pretty recently, a year-ish, a little more, I started to stop wearing makeup as much. And I don't know if it's just having an extra person there to tell you, hey, you know, you are beautiful, you know, because it's different when your family's like, oh, you're beautiful, Brooke, you don't need anything, Brooke, you're beautiful. No. Your family, you have to say that. But if you're outside of the family, it's different. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So like I have a boyfriend, right? And he tells me you don't need makeup. And I'm like, okay, that's your choice. You know? You can look at me this way or you can look at me that way. And that's what he prefers. So I stopped wearing makeup. And also because, you know, a mask and you don't want to put makeup on the mask. And yeah, so there's that as well. But since all this stuff has happened and I don't wear any makeup, use a filter. No makeup, filter. Makeup, filter. So either way, it's just, I don't know, it's like a confidence boost. And for me, I don't really have that fear anymore of being like, oh, what is this person gonna think of me in person? Because I honestly don't care. I don't need to make more friends. I have my friends right here. My family is my friends. I don't need any more friends. What are they gonna do? Oh, that was nice. Are you gonna put a filter on?
Can you just have that filter all the time?
I don't know. I just come to a point where it's like you gotta be realistic with things. You know, like I know I have no jawline, and from the side it looks kind of like a frog throat, but it's okay, right? But without filter, you know, things. Ugh. But what I can say about having a filter on is like it's kind of like a different persona. You know, it's like having that extra, you know, like Beyonce and Sasha Fierce. She doesn't need Sasha Fierce because she's Beyonce, right? That's what we think. That's her family. We think she looks beautiful as Beyonce. But she thinks she needs to be Sasha Fierce.
Bring it down.
That is the difference.
Your braids are too
I
tight.
also don't think like
Those are the two filters.
I mean, but sometimes also filters help you, like you said, it just makes you wonder what you would look like if you did put makeup on, or like you said, oh, I just want to try it this one time just to see how I would look with these eyes, how I would look like a guy, you know? They have the filter of the guy.
Okay,
You
that
know?
one's fun.
That one's fun. So sometimes it is for fun, and it's sometimes, you know, but there are, you know, sometimes people that do take it to where they're trying to be a different person. And like you said, sometimes if you meet, it's kind of like, oh, that's not you. But especially in the dating apps, my sisters told me. My sisters told me. Yeah.
Really just,
Or the catfishes.
yeah.
But
That's scary.
yeah,
I mean, filters can be dangerous.
filters
I
can
think
be
they're-
dangerous.
I mean, they're nice, they're fun, and that's literally what it should be for, is fun. I don't think that you should replace your normal, regular photos with every single photo being filtered. But you know, some people like to be able to hide those imperfections that they can't handle or they can't control on their own.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, for some of them it is a confidence booster, and who am I to judge what filter you want? Like, it's your life.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to use a filter and you want to post that for your photo, go for it. Because now it's coming to the point where people aren't really using filters anymore. Well, okay, so I've seen. It's the right lighting. So as long as you have the right lighting, you don't need a filter. And that's what people are finally realizing, like, oh, I've been taking pictures in my dark home this whole time. That's why I need a filter. No, let me just go outside and get some sunshine and get a really good picture. So,
That's true.
because now you just see no filter needed, no filter needed. So, I don't know.
I do that too sometimes.
Sometimes you just feel cute.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Or the right
Feeling
angle.
cute. Might
This is
post,
my
might
side.
delete.
Yeah.
No,
Might
this is
delete
my
later.
side.
Yeah, definitely your best bet when you get up in the morning and you're getting yourself ready, if you feel good that day, take a picture. Take a picture. I guarantee you you'll like it because you felt good in the inside, so then you'll like what you look like on the outside. And don't use the filter for that day. And yeah, sometimes use the filter because you're just having fun. To me, which we're gonna do some in a little bit, we're gonna take group shots and we'll do filters and stuff. And we'll post it, a group shot of us without filters, and then a group shot with the filter. And just for fun. And I think that is much more healthy when you're just hanging out and doing it with the group. You know, it's good for you. Now, speaking of filters, there's one thing, it's a little bit off of filters, but it kind of goes a little bit with working out and wearing makeup. Do y'all do that?
I sometimes do, but my normal makeup is usually just eyeliner, coloring in my eyebrows a little bit, and sometimes mascara.
Yeah, I literally probably just wear mascara and that's about it. I don't really.
Now I do my lashes.
You said do.
No, I like doing my lashes just because it takes away from having to do all the makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, again, it makes me feel pretty. It really does make me feel like a different person, so I like the lashes, you know.
And they look good on you.
Well, they do,
I think
yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah, they do.
Now I don't go to the extreme sometimes, but you know,
But they
everybody
look
has
natural.
yeah, everybody
Yeah.
has different likes. Some people do like the thicker, more volume. I like just the classic look. But
I don't have eyelashes.
I don't really either.
now I do like to put a lot of makeup, like if it's an event, like when we used to do the Zumba-thons and stuff like that. You know, because you want to look nice for the pictures. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes when you do, again, like you were saying, when you dress up and put the makeup on, you feel better.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Just
just,
like a
it's
confidence
it's a
boost.
confidence boost. And I remember when we used to have like a Zumba-thon or some type of little event, I would add a little more makeup and and also put like my Zumba gear on, which usually I don't wear a lot of Zumba gear. But it would make me feel like a better instructor for some reason, you know, but it was a confidence boost.
Yeah.
So.
I can understand that. Depending on where I'm at, I would wear makeup or not wear makeup. You know, it depends if I'm comfortable in that location. You know, if I'm comfortable with the people there, if I feel like they're not going to judge me, because it's just a harsh world. It is how it is. But here we definitely family. You come in as you are, whatever you look like. We're happy that you're here, and because we're just gonna sweat it off anyways. But I grew up in the age where we always wore makeup when we worked out. I grew up in the aerobics age, you know. So with
One
the
more,
little-
ladies.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And go. And go. And go. And go. And smile.
Exactly. That was the era, my era. And then being a professional cheerleader on top of that, when we practiced
Yeah, I can't imagine.
3 days a
Yeah,
week,
yeah,
it
full
was in
makeup.
full makeup. Full makeup.
Yeah.
So I'm used to wearing makeup, but I would also wear a waterproof foundation, so waterproof mascara. You learn these different things, but also when you wear that stuff, it really closes up the pores or blocks the pores.
Yeah.
So you can get a lot of acne when you wear makeup while you're sweating a lot. And then game day, just full on makeup. And so, but like I said, I'm used to that. So it's really tough for me to work out and not see all of that, because when I am all made up, I feel better about working out, and I really put more into it than not having it. And when you have a mirror and you can see yourself, that's part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to look good when you are. Working out is performing. That's what you're doing. You are performing.
You're performing in Zumba.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Definitely.
You perform at Zumba.
Yeah. So, what about you with makeup and working out?
I always wear makeup to work out.
And I always got mad at her for it.
But it's exactly like my mom says. Like, if I have to look in a mirror and I have to see my face with makeup or my face without makeup, I'm either going to stand in the front or I'm going to stand in the back so I can't see myself. Because I'm blind. So, that's my take on it.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, we're actually towards the end here, and what are we going to talk about next week? We really didn't hit on anything, but the last episode we hit on a lot of topics that we said, oh yeah, we're going to do that one, or that one will be a good one.
We're going to have to rewind.
So
I
we're
know.
we're gonna go back, and you know what? Y'all go back,
gosh.
watch episode 2. See?
That's us with no makeup.
I'll
That
smile.
really is.
Y'all not
When
go
we got
back.
skirts all over the place.
Go back to episode
Hey,
2.
get it,
Just
hey,
ignore
get
them.
it,
Okay?
All right, we're
Episode 2.
distracted now.
And listen to see if there's any of the topics that you find interesting, and comment and let us know what you would like to be our next topic.
That would be
And,
cool.
Yeah.
we will do what you would like. So
And if you want to come join us, you can come
Yeah.
talk with us.
What was that? Sorry, twerk class? Gotcha.
You want to twerk
Oh,
class?
I heard it. She's up first.
So one thing I'm gonna leave with is I'm challenging my own self, and you guys can join me if y'all want. But I'm gonna try to challenge myself to take pictures with no filter.
Hey,
That's
that's
a
a
good
good
challenge.
challenge.
So
Let's start now.
so we're gonna y'all send in
Ready?
the picture, okay?
Oh, but
Put in your picture on our
Here's my
Facebook
breath.
page, and let us see you without filters, okay?
ready?
So we will
1,
sign
2,
off.
3.
See you next
Yay.
week.
Adios.
Bye.